What makes someone truly dangerous? Is it their ruthlessness, influence, or perhaps their ability to evade justice? Today, we unveil the top 10 most dangerous people in the world, where each name represents a chilling chapter in history. From ruthless crime lords to ruthless extremists in the Gulf, these individuals have left an indelible mark on society. Join us as we explore the stories of terror and intrigue, revealing the dark underbelly of global crime and power. Joseph Kony. Joseph Kony leads the Lord's Resistance Army, LRA, a guerrilla group aiming to establish a religious government. Kony has been responsible for killing civilians in Uganda and, more recently, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Central African Republic, and Sudan. Under his leadership, the LRA has displaced 2 million people and abducted 60,000 individuals, including 30,000 children forced to fight in his violent campaigns. Reports suggest he compels children to kill their parents as part of joining his group, which is notorious for murder, rape, mutilation, and sexual slavery. Since 2008, the LRA has killed approximately 2,400 civilians. The International Criminal Court has issued an arrest warrant for Kony on 33 charges, including crimes against humanity and war crimes. Felicien Kabuga, the most wanted man in Africa, is accused of being the key financier behind one of the worst genocides in human history. The International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda recently started special depositions in the case against him for serious offenses under the 1949 Geneva Conventions, crimes against humanity and genocide, in connection with the massacre of over 800,000 Rwandans in 1994. The depositions were initiated by prosecutors who feared evidence against Kabuga would be lost or deteriorate due to the passage of time or death of witnesses. Kabuga's radio station incited violence against Rwanda Tutsi population. He also provided transportation and machetes and hoes that were used as weapons. Alimjan Tokhtakunov. Originally from Uzbekistan, Tokhtakunov is a big-shot Russian mobster nicknamed Taiwanchik due to his Asian features. The U.S. government labels him a major player in international Eurasian organized crime, involved in drug trafficking, illegal arms sales, and stolen vehicle trafficking. He's even suspected of fixing everything from beauty contests to Olympic events in Utah. In 2002, the U.S. indicted him for bribing judges in Olympic figure skating. Despite being arrested in Italy, the Italians let him go, frustrating U.S. attempts to capture him. Matteo Messina Denaro. Matteo Messina Denaro, also known as Diabolic, is one of Italy's most infamous and dangerous mafia bosses. Born in 1962 in Castelvetrano, Sicily, Denaro rose through the ranks of the Sicilian Mafia, also known as Cosa Nostra, to become its de facto leader. Denaro is notorious for his ruthlessness and cunning. He played a key role in the violent mafia wars of the 1990s, which saw numerous bombings and assassinations. His involvement in the murders of anti-mafia judges Giovanni Falcone and Paolo Borsellino in 1992 marked him as one of Italy's most wanted criminals. These attacks were part of a broader mafia strategy to intimidate the Italian government and judiciary. Denaro's criminal empire extended far beyond traditional mafia activities. He was deeply involved in international drug trafficking, extortion, and money laundering. His operations generated billions of euros, which he skillfully laundered through legitimate businesses, further entrenching his power and influence. Despite being on the run for decades, Denaro maintained his control over Cosa Nostra through loyal intermediaries and a sophisticated communication network. His ability to evade capture for so long is a testament to his intelligence and the widespread corruption and fear within Italian society. Denaro was known for his lavish lifestyle, including luxury cars, designer clothes, and high-end properties, all funded by his criminal activities. His charisma and ruthless efficiency made him a feared and respected figure within the mafia and a nightmare for law enforcement. Denaro was finally captured in January 2023, ending one of the longest manhunts in Italian history. His arrest was a significant victory for Italian authorities but also highlighted the enduring challenge of dismantling organized crime networks. Semyon Mogilevich, the face of Russian organized crime, was briefly arrested in 2008 in Russia amid accusations of tax evasion at a cosmetics retailer. His lawyers said Mogilevich was innocent of the tax charges, and he was released in 2009. The U.S. had asked that he be handed over in connection with a $150 million stock fraud, but with no extradition treaty between the U.S. and Russia, there was never much chance of it. The FBI sees Mogilevich as more than just a stock swindler and links him to allegations ranging from murder for hire to weapons trafficking to possibly trafficking in nuclear materials. Mogilevich has denied such accusations, but last year the FBI set up a special threat focus cell to focus on Mogilevich, indicating that he is still seen as a major criminal threat. Nasir al-Wuhayshi, Osama bin Laden's former secretary. Al-Wuhayshi is the leader of al-Qaeda's increasingly powerful affiliate in Yemen, known as al-Qaeda in the Arab Peninsula. Nasir al-Wuhayshi was a dangerous figure due to his leadership of al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, AQAP, known for orchestrating high-profile terrorist operations targeting Western interests. Under his command, AQAP attempted attacks such as the failed underwear bomb plot in 2009 and the 2010 cargo plane bomb plot. Al-Wuhayshi's leadership contributed to regional instability in Yemen, where AQAP exploited political turmoil to establish a stronghold. His role as a deputy to Osama bin Laden and subsequent leadership of AQAP underscored his influence in spreading al-Qaeda's ideology globally, posing a significant threat to international security until his death in a U.S. drone strike in 2015. Semyon Mogilevich, the face of Russian organized crime, was briefly arrested in 2008 in Russia amid accusations of tax evasion at a cosmetics retailer. His lawyers said Mogilevich was innocent of the tax charges, and he was released in 2009. The U.S. had asked that he be handed over in connection with a $150 million stock fraud, but with no extradition treaty between the U.S. and Russia, there was never much chance of it. The FBI sees Mogilevich as more than just a stock swindler and links him to allegations ranging from murder for hire to weapons trafficking to possibly trafficking in nuclear materials. Mogilevich has denied such accusations, but last year the FBI set up a special threat focus cell to focus on Mogilevich, indicating that he is still seen as a major criminal threat. Dawood Ibrahim, the most wanted man in India, reportedly had to postpone the wedding reception of his son after a recent shooting outside his brother's house left a bodyguard dead. Ibrahim has for years led a 5,000-member criminal syndicate known as D Company. The organized crime group has engaged in everything from narcotics to contract killing, working mostly in Pakistan, India and the United Arab Emirates. Ibrahim shares smuggling routes with al-Qaeda, the U.S. government says, and has collaborated with both al-Qaeda and its South Asian affiliate, Lashkar-e-Taiba, which pulled off the November 2008 Mumbai attacks, possibly with Ibrahim's help. Ibrahim is suspected of having organized the 1993 Bombay bombings that killed 257 people and wounded 713. Though the Pakistani government denies it, Ibrahim is probably in Pakistan, where he has important ties to the powerful intelligence service. Number 2. Ayman al-Zawahiri. Ayman al-Zawahiri, who is a prominent figure in extremist circles, particularly known as the leader of al-Qaeda since 2011. He has been involved in jihadist activities for decades and was a close associate of Osama bin Laden. Ayman al-Zawahiri is considered dangerous due to his leadership role in orchestrating and promoting terrorist activities globally. He has been implicated in numerous attacks, including the 1998 U.S. Embassy bombings in East Africa and the September 11 attacks in the United States. His continued influence and operational command within extremist networks make him a significant threat to global security. Number 1. Joaquin Guzman. Joaquin Guzman, famously known as El Chapo, is one of the most notorious and dangerous drug lords in modern history. Born in 1957 in Sinaloa, Mexico, Guzman rose from humble beginnings to lead the Sinaloa Cartel, one of the most powerful and violent drug trafficking organizations in the world. El Chapo's cartel was responsible for smuggling massive quantities of cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, and marijuana into the United States, making billions of dollars in the process. His ruthlessness and strategic acumen turned the Sinaloa cartel into a fearsome empire. Guzman was known for his brutal methods, including ordering hits on rivals, law enforcement officials, and anyone who stood in his way. His reign of terror contributed to the deaths of thousands, directly and indirectly, as the cartel battled for control of drug routes and territories. Guzman's influence and wealth enabled him to corrupt officials at all levels, ensuring protection and assistance from local police to high-ranking politicians. His power extended beyond Mexico, affecting drug markets and law enforcement strategies globally. El Chapo's notoriety grew with his dramatic prison escapes. In 2001, he escaped from a maximum security prison in a laundry cart. His most famous escape came in 2015, when he broke out through a meticulously constructed tunnel leading from his cell's shower area. These escapes highlighted both his resourcefulness and the deep-rooted corruption within the Mexican prison system. In 2016, Guzman was recaptured and extradited to the United States in 2017. In 2019, he was found guilty on numerous charges, including drug trafficking and money laundering, and was sentenced to life in prison plus 30 years. Thanks for checking out our list of the top 10 dangerous people in the world. If you found this video as thrilling as we did, make sure to smash that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and hit subscribe for more intense content. Don't forget to ring the bell icon so you never miss an update on our latest videos. Stay safe and see you next time.